Good evening, everyone. I'm sorry about the delay there. I was just going live on YouTube. So, welcome, everyone. This is the Cosmic Starseed Academy, and today's date is the 3rd of July 2026, and it is 7:24 p.m. Good evening, everyone. Here in Ireland. The delay there. I was just going live on YouTube. And I am sorry about that. That was the audio feedback from YouTube, and I've turned it off now. So today's date is the 3rd of July 2026, and it is 7:27 p.m. here in Ireland. This is the Cosmic Starseed Academy, and this evening's group is the Friday group, specifically about what is really going on now, question mark. And Dennis Mulcahy is going to begin with the prayers, and hopefully he can turn his camera on as well.
Okay. So, as usual, I will say a very simple prayer that has the name of the law of one prayer. I will say it and repeat it a couple of times. We are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks that this is done. It is so. And we are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks that this is done. It is so. And the last time, we are all one. When one is harmed, all are harmed. When one is helped, all are helped. Therefore, in the name of who I am, and I am one with all there is, with Mother, Father, God, I ask for the greatest good of all here concerned. I give thanks that this is done. It is so. And simple I am mantra. I am the light. I am the love. I am the truth. I am. I am the light. I am the love. I am the truth. I am. I am the light. I am the love. I am the truth. I am. Okay.
That was beautiful. Dennis, please, will you be able to keep an eye on YouTube?
For a while.
Thank you, darling. We would like to begin this evening with some activations. We are the Pleiadian Collective with Ashtar as our spokesperson. And we are here this evening with our Lyran brothers and sisters and the energy of Yeshua and Mary Magdalene, and also the grandmothers, which is a recent connection for Soma. If you're listening, watching this now, or in the future, your guides are also with you. Visualize yourself in a bubble of white golden light with golden stars coming down from above, floating into your auric field or your electromagnetic body, your aura. These golden stars are stardust, remnants, memory, DNA of us, of you, of your past lives on our planets and star systems, off world, off planet, not from your Mother Earth, but from different places within the universe. Reach out your hands and pick up some of this stardust and place it into your heart center. And as you do this, you become aware that this stardust begins to circulate all of your body, internally and externally, going down towards your feet, going up towards your head and your crown chakras, and going out along your arms and into your hands, into your fingertips. It has a porous feeling to it as you absorb it into your very bloodstream. This stardust is filled with love, with light, with information, with memory, with visions, with abundance, with information of everything that ever is, was, or will be. We will pause there to allow you to absorb this energy into your very cells, your blood, your DNA. This is what you are made from. This is where you come from. Much like an information highway of past lives, of memory, of ancestral lineage, of ancient knowledge, wisdom, teachings, understanding, ancient species of positive ET tribes that used to walk your planet, that used to walk your planet. Let us pause there again to allow you to absorb this energy. Are you still with us, Dennis?
Yes.
Okay. We would like Soma to begin by doing some light language, and she will turn off her camera for this. Please bear with us. We are here to assist you. Akinan, Mesmi, Akiawaya, Akiawaya, Tulu, Akiawaya, Akiawaya, Hiawaya, Hiawaya, Yeshia, Yeshia, Akiawaya, Yeshia, Atukaminda, Tukaminda, 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 Akayayai, Awashai, Tayayai, Tuminda, Mesmi, Tuminda, Mesmi, Akawaya, Nantanda, Zukumala, Akaminda, Kashmi, Yukunanda, Yukunanda, Yeshi, Ha, ha, Haka, Kumbi, 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 Yashmi, 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 Jesua, Kuna, 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 Kunka, Yeshua. We will pause there too. We will pause there today. We'd like to add that there was a lot of energy within the words that we were relaying and sharing with you. There was a lot of meaning and energy behind those words. Sacred instructions is the nearest word we can find. A blessing of you, a sacredness of you, a pulling in of strength, a sharing of strength, of abundance, ancient teachings, ancient knowledge, ancient wisdom that came in this evening with quite a strict energy, a strong backbone, a strong will, a strong energy, a strong, powerful sacredness of do no harm, do no harm, do no harm to not just each other or yourselves, but to any living creature or thing or insects, however small or large. Do no harm. Do no harm. So we will pause there for today. Hi, Kira. I don't know if you're still there. Dennis, are you still there, my darling?
Yes.
Would you like to add anything this evening, perhaps about the what's going on in Ireland or anywhere else in the world? Or is there anything else you'd like to share, Dennis?
No, right now there isn't.
Okay, so let's see if Kira has any questions. It's good to see you, Kira. You're welcome, darling. I always get very nervous about doing light language, which what is why I turned my camera off. But it was really lovely to do it. And yeah. So I think we might wait, I know where to start exactly. We will be here again tomorrow, tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. If you'd like to join us. You can join my Substack, Soma Ara. And you can also send me a private message in Substack, Kira, as well. But yeah, do come and subscribe. Oh, your mum's born in Cork. Wow. Okay. I'm currently in Cork as well as, and Dennis is from Cork and currently lives in Dublin. Currently. Um, so yeah, I recently lost my Facebook account, which I'm going to try and get back as soon as possible. But you can find me on YouTube, Substack, where else? TikTok. And if you share your link in the chat, Kira, I will add you in a second if you've any social medias that you want me to connect to. I actually thought you were, Kira. Um, yeah, I thought you were. So let's see. I think we're going to call it an evening. It's um quarter to 8 now. So Dennis, will you say some final words? Thank you, Kira, for joining us. Dennis, would you like to lead us out with a prayer or how about some sacred channeling from you, darling? Or a meditation? Wave some of that magic stardust that you got.
Hmm. All right. Thank you. I'm just going to give a few lines of the Ho'oponopono prayer.
Lovely. I'll turn off my audio. Hello, Emily. I'm glad you're here, darling, but we are just about to leave because it's quarter to 8 now.
Um, and nobody else is here, I see. It's just me and you. And hello? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Oh,
we're live on YouTube and it's me, Dennis, and you, and Kira is on YouTube as well.
oh, I see. Okay. All right. Well, I just said goodbye to the dog walker a few minutes ago, so I couldn't really join earlier.
That's
So,
okay.
okay. Did you talk about what's going on?
Not really. No.
Oh,
But Dennis is about to.
he is? Okay. Because I was going to ask a question about the Golden Dome.
The Golden Dome. Okay. What I did do, Dennis can answer that because I don't know anything about it unless uh, um um unless I do and I have a different name for it, but which sometimes happens. But so what I did this evening was a light language and I had my camera off it for it because I always get very nervous with light language. Um but yeah, Dennis, over to you, darling. And a reminder to everyone that we are here tomorrow at 7 p.m. 7 p.m.
Um, yeah, I excuse me. I don't know much about the Golden Dawn. Gotta take a sip of coffee. Uh, there is so much that we don't really know what's going on, and then there's so much that's presented to us in a way by government or media that um, I think it would be foolish for most of us who are a little aware to take on board at first hand. Um, so there is an idea that of something Trump is promoting, a golden dome, seems to be a defense system which would protect not just the US and not just US, some expand it to US interests, which might include Canada, South America, and some consider it a global project against the threat of um, bad intentioned extraterrestrials, reptilians, or Anunnaki. I don't accept that that is what the project is for, to protect Earth from an alien attack. Because while I do understand that there are uh, extraterrestrials, both of good intention and bad intention, I don't think those who have bad intention would possibly have the license, the freedom to carry out an open attack on Earth without having huge detrimental consequences to them. So I don't think that's an issue. It's possible that the Golden Dome opens up an opportunity for the newly created part of the military space force to, in some kind of secretive way of presenting technologies, advanced technologies, to the collective, to planet Earth, which governments have been engaged in its own secret space force, in cooperation with other extraterrestrials for decades. So it's possible that military force could present some technology that could be presented as defense, and other technologies that could be presented, which would be of benefit to the earth, be it in medicine or energy. So I just say that to your question, Emily, of the Golden Dome. So I see no voice out there that I trust in it, and I hear different things about it. And most of the things that I have heard, I don't agree with. They don't sit with me. But the fact that you have asked the question, you have some ideas on this, and it might be, I'd be interested to hear them.
It looks like you're done talking. Very funky, so I couldn't hear everything you said at the end there. But what I did hear sounds very reasonable. Thank you. Yeah. The Golden Dome for Israel, no?
Yeah,
They have
well, yes, Israel have got their defense dome, and Iran have shown how vulnerable and imperfect it is. So, hypersonic missiles with multi-warheads
I
are.
thought that was because the Golden Dome is no longer over Israel. That's what I thought. I don't know. I guess I don't know.
Well, they still have their dome offense, plus other systems that have been added to it, and even so, it is clearly proven to be not foolproof and have failings, and these have been exploited by Iran. Yeah. So whatever the dome might be presented by Trump, we ain't taking that half broken system that Israel have. That ain't it. You know.
I think your sound has gone, Dennis. Can you say something?
Hello, testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me?
We
Emily was
can hear
saying that
you.
the
Yes,
sound was in and out, and I don't know why that is. Sorry.
that's okay. Technology happens.
Yeah, I was having a very bad connection. So I missed what you said there at the end. but it's all right. I'll listen to the recording. You don't have to repeat.
Right.
And what is your thoughts on the Golden Dome, Emily?
Well, I just heard something. I just heard something on a long broadcast, a couple of them, and it seems to be that the Golden Dome is a system whereby if anyone should launch a missile, it's a network of satellites, a network of, I don't know, 847 satellites maybe, that respond to any kind of a weapon that's launched in zero point 0.4 seconds. It will detect it and annihilate it so that it becomes, avoided threat in less than a blink of an eye. That's what I've heard about it.
Yeah. Well, that system is not deployed anywhere on Earth yet. And I don't think it is going to be anytime very soon. And to a very clear, clear examples of how that's not there is currently with the contested waterway beside the Hormuz Canal.
Yeah, the Strait of Hormuz.
The Strait of Hormuz, that currently Iran and Oman are arranging for a toll system there. And there's good and bad in it. The good, it's maybe some extra costs, and some people will feel offended that this government that they will call a regime, once you call anything a regime, you're putting a judgment on it, like they will call the Americans a regime. But anyway, some people would be angry that this government is able to profit out of this international waterway. But the point is, they're going ahead with this, and no one is stopping them. And that is because this type of fail-proof, immediate reacting missile system, it doesn't exist, and that's why Iran are able to do this. The Americans don't have it, and the Israelis don't have it.
Yeah, I don't know how recently it was supposed to have been activated, shall we say. It sounds like it's pretty recently.
Yes.
I'm just I was wondering, maybe it's something I should ask when
But we do understand that there is a secret space program. It has been going on for decades. So it is very likely that at some time, some of those systems, maybe some of them have already been made available, will come online. But again, who gets to control this? Is this under human control, or is there positive extraterrestrial planning and control on this? And there might be such influence and control on it, because they might say, hang on here, we have got these fantastic weapons up here, and it wouldn't be such a good idea to drop them into Earth now, because your political leaders are a bunch of nutcases that don't seem to care about their populations, and just protect their own ego, would just go exploding these things all over the place and destroy your planet. So I believe there are far more dangerous and effective weaponry out there. And obviously, we understand the cabal, the world past controllers, the elite would love to have those systems so that they could strengthen their control and tyranny that they already have and exercise. And then there may be an alliance, white hats, human or extraterrestrial, that are going, yeah, this is too early to bring this in, because there could be too much blowback or destructiveness on it.
Dennis, we have a question in YouTube from Kira D. She's asking, I thought they have had that in Tel Aviv since the October attack. Is that not true?
Yes, they have a dome system there that they have very much believed in, invested billions in its development. And it's not this year that Israel started a war with Iran or the US. It's a year and a half ago that Israel started a campaign against Iran, and Iran responded with drones and missiles, and they depleted anti the defense missiles that they had in their system back then, and they got hits through to Israel military and civilian sites. And this year, Iran used much more advanced missile technologies and created great destruction in Israel, despite its dome. But like Israel is a rogue nation. It's practicing. It's an apartheid state. It's practicing genocide. And obviously, that's not all the people of that state that are supporting that, but many of them are brainwashed or, fooled into thinking this is the right action. And there is consequence for actions. There is karma, and karma isn't so very well understood. I think we understand that sometimes karma, some kind of moral response for our actions doesn't happen immediately. But we understand that even if it doesn't happen immediately, that it exists, most of us. And if we reject that kind of religious idea or spiritual idea, we can go, well, for every action, there is a reaction. Well, the actions of Israel, which are so immoral and evil and destructive, unfortunately, it invites a reaction, and it will have that reaction. And whether that reaction is going to happen in 6 months' time or 5 years' time, I don't know. But it will have that reaction. It will come back to it. And all the Tomahawk and Patriot systems, whatever kind of dome, whether it's the gold dome, the diamond dome, the rainbow dome, they won't protect it.
So, Dennis, Kira is adding to that. She's saying, thanks, Dennis. I'm in California, but beginning to realize I live in the United States of Israel. So it's not really a question, but I wanted to read it out.
Yeah. Someone has control on this planet, and it's not our governments. It's not our presidents. It's not our prime ministers. You know, so whatever grouping, there are some groups that are obviously exercising control, and keys to that are Washington, which are separate from government, Vatican, England, Israel. So these are nodes of power for whoever or whatever is controlling this planet.
So
And
the
and I think
questions,
those power
so,
nodes are weakening. They're being exposed.
okay, darling. So Psychola in YouTube is asking, but who controls Israel? Anunnaki? So let me just address that quickly before Dennis speaks or shares. So my understanding is that my deep core belief actually is that every system on Earth is run by negative ET energies. And that took me like 4 years to process. But Dennis, over to you. And the Vatican also is part of that. But over to you, Dennis.
Maybe. Sorry for that. Maybe.
What are you saying maybe to?
Well, maybe they are. Maybe it is reptilian. I'm inclined to agree with you when you say reptilian energy, because I don't believe that it necessarily has to be reptilian. But there is something of that nature in it. And there is something which is anti-human in it as a character, as an identifying trait. And there is something which is, if you look at light and dark, it is an evil, it is or it's in the dark spectrum, good and evil, it's in the evil spectrum. So it's on this side. So there is that huge imbalance that so much control of this planet has been held by that side. And I believe we are in the middle of a great change. I say middle because it has begun, but I maybe maybe it's there's still a bit of time in it, so maybe the word start, beginning, maybe the word beginning is better than middle, but we are in a shift, and there is a change in the consciousness of the collective, and so what do we have to do? Well, we have to avoid fear, avoid despair,
avoid hate. And these things are not so, they're not so easily avoided. As truth becomes revealed, it will be challenging for a great many of us humans to not be overcome with fear, rage, hate. There will be a challenge as the truth gets exposed. And it's important that star seeds, that people who are some way awakened continue to be a light in the amidst the very ugliness of disclosure, amidst the very ugliness of truths that have been hidden a long time coming out. Because if we succumb to those lower frequencies, those lower emotional responses, if we are seeking revenge and retribution for evils, great evils committed, then we are not giving our planet a bright future.
And what do you see a positive? What kind of outcome do you see, darling? Do you see a positive outcome?
Uh, yes, the outcome depends on the collective. The outcome depends on humanity and not on the Pleiadians or other starseeds who are here to help. But the outcome does depend on us. But then many of us we have been intergalactic, extraterrestrial. We have been enlightened starseed, and we have chosen to come into this planet in this challenging time. We have chosen to take on the density of matter, to enter into this realm which a veil has been put on, and where there has been a lot of negative control. And we are doing that because we understand this is an inside job. And so we have become part of the human collective, so as we can be positive in the midst of great ugliness or evil, because that positivity from humanity is absolutely essential if humanity is going to evolve or indeed survive.
I totally agree. I think we as star seeds are here to assist humanity to awaken, and we have help from the galactics like the Pleiadians, but it really comes down to normal human beings that need that really have to you raise their consciousness. Okay, back over to you, Dennis or Emily.
That's it. That's all I have to say on that.
Thank you, darling. So, is there anything else?
Well, I think there's a lot, but I think you are going to wrap it up, so we'll save it for another time.
Well, no, Emily, please go ahead if there's anything you want to say or share.
Well, I'm thinking about the ballroom at the White House, which some people call a ballroom. And I have heard that actually underneath it is the
Yes.
Judge Advocate General's office, where they are beginning to conduct tribunals. And some of the tribunals I just learned today might actually be of the 30. There's like, I believe what I understood him to say is there are 333 Freemasons of the 33rd degree that are facing tribunals at this time. And I don't know if some of them are these 200 fallen angels. I'd heard from Anna Maria Riesinger, the fiduciary of the United States of America, unincorporated, that the 200 fallen angels had already been arrested. That was probably a month ago or so. And that they were facing tribunals. So I just wondered if anybody on your side of the pond has caught wind of such things. The fact that the fact that the White House is located in foreign territory, foreign to the United States of America, that is what allows these tribunals to take place there, because they can't take place on the soil of the country that goes by the name of the United States of America. Can only take place on foreign soil or these islands in the sea, like Diego Garcia and Guantanamo and places like that. So anyway, is your understanding that there are tribunals happening underneath the ballroom? Is that why there's such a heated debate in Congress about the validity of the ballroom and stuff like that, and whether he can build it? Anybody? Trump? If Trump can build it lawfully or legally, not lawfully, but legally. I suspect he can.
Dennis?
Well, yeah, there was a curious court judgment which said he didn't have legal planning permission to build it on the outside, but he could build it on the inside, which
Well, I
truly.
found that funny too, because the Supreme Court is supposed to. They don't create laws. Congress is supposed to create laws, and the Supreme Court is supposed to issue judgments about whether or not an incident is. They're supposed to interpret the laws, basically. So they interpret whether or not a situation is in accordance with the laws or not. So the fact that they're, now being utilized, the Supreme Court justices, to weigh in on whether Trump has the legal right to do XYZ is pretty interesting.
Yeah, I think it's all drama. I think there there is a plan, and it doesn't need the courts, and it doesn't need Congress, and it doesn't need Senate. You know, and all these bodies see themselves as so indispensable and so powerful, and I think there's a route out, and it doesn't have to involve any of them.
Yeah, good point. And I guess the last. Okay.
I am going to be departing now with a work commitment.
Okay, darling. So I'm going to end the evening here, and thank you so much to everyone. I am going to go and have a really nice cup of coffee in the garden and a cigarette with it. Surprise, surprise. So I hope to see everyone tomorrow, 7 p.m. Irish time. We won't be live on YouTube tomorrow, I don't think. But if you'd like to join us, you can subscribe to my Substack, Soma Aral. And thank you, Emily, and everyone that was with us, everyone that was with us in YouTube this evening. So Bye for now.
Bye, Soma. Thank
Bye,
you.
darling. Bye, Dennis.